Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Shri Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nitya Nanda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Bhakta Vrinda Hare Kṛṣṇa Hare Kṛṣṇa 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Kṛṣṇa 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Kṛṣṇa 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Kṛṣṇa 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavad-gītā as it is, chapter 12, devotional service, verse number 8. So we can repeat after me. Mayy ādhatsva, mayi buddhiṁ niveśaya, nivasiṣyasi mayy, ataḥ ūrdhvam na saṁśayaḥ. Mayy ādhatsva, mayi buddhiṁ niveśaya, nivasiṣyasi mayy, ataḥ ūrdhvam na saṁśayaḥ. Mayy ādhatsva, mayi buddhiṁ niveśaya, nivasiṣyasi mayy, ataḥ ūrdhvam na saṁśayaḥ. Word to word meaning. Mayi, upon me. Eva, certainly. Manaḥ, mind. Ādhatsva, fix. Mayi, upon me. Buddhiṁ, intelligence. Niveśaya, apply. nivasiṣyasi, you will live. Mayi, in me. Eva, certainly. Ataḥ, ūrdhvaṁ, thereafter. Na, never. Saṁśayaḥ, doubt. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki translation. Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always, without a doubt. Purport. One who is engaged in Lord Kṛṣṇa's devotional service lives in a direct relationship with the Supreme Lord. So there is no doubt that his position is transcendental from the very beginning. A devotee does not live on the material plane. He lives in Kṛṣṇa. The holy name of the Lord and the Lord are non-different. Therefore, when a devotee chants Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa and his internal potency are dancing on the tongue of the devotee. When he offers Kṛṣṇa food, Kṛṣṇa directly accepts these eatables. The devotee becomes Kṛṣṇa-ized by eating the remnants. One who does not engage in such service cannot understand how this is so, although this is a process recommended in the Bhagavad-gītā and in other Vedic literatures. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shvemate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Eti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Namo Mahavadhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratevase Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Kṛṣṇa Hare Kṛṣṇa Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are now on chapter 12 of Bhagavad-gītā. It said like Bhagavad-gītā composed of 18 chapters. The middle is the essential part. Just like there is a sandwich, top layer bread, bottom layer bread, and in middle the essence of the sandwich, the ingredients. So the essence of Bhagavad-gītā is bhakti. That is the ultimate message from Bhagavad-gītā. There is nothing beyond bhakti. Bhakti concludes in the absolute truth, the real absolute truth. Because there are three aspects of absolute truth: Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. And only bhakti can make you understand what is Bhagavan. And when you understand Bhagavan, it's easy to understand what is Paramatma and what is Brahman. By just only understanding Brahman, it's difficult to understand the highest absolute truth. Because some people, they just want to get satisfied. Oh, Brahman, okay, no problem. God is everywhere. Yes, God is everywhere. You God, me God, we all God. Hum sab Bhagavan hai. And we all know there are many impersonalists who have this philosophy. There is a nice pastime where a disciple of Shankaracharya, he takes the learning, okay, the highest truth is to realize you are God. That's why they have this vidhi, okay. You worship this God, you worship that God, ultimately you have to realize that you are God. So he understood, okay, I am God. Okay, now you preach this philosophy to every town and village. So he went, I am God. And he came to a village. And when he just was entering the village, the public in the bazaar, they were like running here and there. And they were all shouting, Bhago, Bhago, Bachao, Bachao, crying for help. Why? There was a mad elephant in the bazaar was just throwing everything in his path, killing everything, whatever comes in the way. And so this person, the sannyasi, he thought, I am God, so nothing will happen to me. I can face the elephant. And he went ahead, and the elephant came. And the person on the elephant who was controlling said, please run away. This elephant has gone mad, it will kill you. But he said, I am God. So he was with this understanding that he is God, and he was coming in front of the elephant. Elephant stared at the guy. The guy also shivering, somehow, I am God, was staring at the elephant. The elephant took his trunk, got hold of the sannyasi, and smashed him on the ground heavily. And then threw him away at a particular distance. And many, bones were broken, ribs were hurted, and so many things were happening. And he said, I am God. How can God get beaten? How it's possible? So he again went to his Guruji. Guruji, your siksha is incomplete. I am God and I got smashed by this so-called elephant. So he said, oh, so there was someone who was telling you run away or something like that when the elephant came? Yes, there was someone on the top of the elephant. He was saying run away, run away. But I am God. Why should I run away? Then the Guruji said, but he also is God. And the God is telling you run away. Then he got confused. Okay, who is God? I am God, he is God, he is God, who is God? Everyone is God. And in reality, no one is God. So this is the incomplete understanding due to the incomplete knowledge about the absolute truth. Because Kṛṣṇa says, Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Only my devotees can know me. No one else. Sarva karana karan. The cause of everything is Kṛṣṇa. So if you want to know how Kṛṣṇa is the cause, become his devotee. By not becoming his devotee, doesn't mean, okay, now I am in trouble, I am in issues, I have complications, I am in calamity, let me take shelter of Kṛṣṇa, and when that problems get solved, tata bye bye, Hare Kṛṣṇa, see you later. This is not a devotee, this is a businessman. He goes for a problem, he gets the solution, then he forgets. He enjoys his business. Devotee means he's always a devotee. So we are not practicing this Kṛṣṇa consciousness, chanting, getting up early so that when we so-called get liberated, after that we will enjoy. No, we will do the same thing. We will chant Kṛṣṇa glories, we will serve Kṛṣṇa, we will serve his devotee. This is what we will do when we go back to Godhead. This is what we are training for. We are not doing something which is artificial. There is nothing artificial which we are doing. We are doing the same thing which the Vaikuntha Vasis are doing. But we are doing grudgingly, or we have many ulterior motives, whatever it is, but still we are trying to do. And by doing that, we will get purified, and then that real love will develop. Who was saying this? Like, when sometimes you, hand pump, dekha hai sabne? There is hand pump. So you try to get water from the ground. Sometimes the water is not coming. So what these people do? They put some water out from outside and inside the ground. And when they pump it, a lot of water comes out. Similarly, Kṛṣṇa consciousness is natural for a soul. It's already there. You have to revive it by putting it something, by exposing your ears to Kṛṣṇa Katha. So this is what we have to do. But impersonalists are doing the same knowledge and trying to conclude, oh, Bhagavan is without any qualities. Nirguna. For them Nirguna means no qualities. What's the real definition? Nirguna means no material qualities. You're trying to compare Kṛṣṇa with your own limitations. Everyone wants to enjoy, right? And they see Kṛṣṇa enjoys the best. We all know Prabhupada was sharing a past time where a German person who was researching who is God. So he came to India and he thought, okay, India is the best place to know who is God. And he came and he went to a Durga temple and he saw Durga means like so many hands. Wow, beautiful. But in hands, what she's having? All the Ashtra-shastra, the weapons. For what? Fighting? But why God does, he himself has to fight? He can send someone to fight. So, not God. He concluded, okay, Durga, sorry. You are beautiful, you are very, with so many weapons, but sorry, you are not God. Then he went to Shivji temple. Okay, Shivji is there. And he was showing some photo, okay, Shivji is meditating. But why does God has to meditate? Oh, sorry, he is also not God. Then he came to Kṛṣṇa temple. And what he saw? Kṛṣṇa is there. What he has? He has a flute and he has so many gopis around. And what he's doing? He's dancing. Oh, he is God. He's enjoying. He's not working. He's not fighting. He's not meditating. He's enjoying. So similarly, we also want to enjoy. Right? But what's our capacity? We want to understand Kṛṣṇa by our capacity. We want to judge him by our situation. But Kṛṣṇa is Kṛṣṇa. I was saying in a class, Kṛṣṇa is here and we are nowhere. That's the reality. So I always give that example of an adult man who married twice. He already was in his 40s, he already had a wife. And as you know, in 40s your hairs are mixed, little white and little black. And at the age of 40 he got second wife, which was younger, 18, 19 years. So he had two rooms, one old wife, one new wife, the young one. So when he used to go to his old wife, so she used to comb his hair. And she used to see, oh, so many black hairs. If public will see, they will say, oh, he's so young, he's your brother or your boy, your son. So they will try to compare me like that. So what she used to do while combing, she used to pluck all the black hairs, so that white hairs are there more and she is compatible with him. So when the person used to go visit her second wife, which is younger one, she also used to comb with love. And she would say, oh, so many white hairs. If they will see me with him, they will say, BD ऐसे ही लग रही है, इनका पिता है लगता है. He's not his husband, his father is there. So he used to comb and pluck his white hairs. So black and white, in the end what is left? Hare Kṛṣṇa. Nothing is left. So this is our situation, our limitation. Even though we want to enjoy like him, but can we enjoy? How did Kṛṣṇa maintain his queens? 16,108 palaces. Separate palaces. And he was personally present in each and every one of his queens separately, doing different things. Not doing the same thing. So this is Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa is here and we are nowhere. That's our situation. And we have to understand that. Only then we can, what we say, will accept the reality. We are not accepting the reality. We are trying to get away from the reality. We have to accept that we are dependent on Kṛṣṇa. Even if you don't accept. Scientists are researching so much intelligence. But in the end, what they are concluding? There is no God. How the universe was created? By destruction. Imagine, mother, father meets, they get destroyed and the son is born. This is how the birth takes place. They said, Big Bang, this is destroyed and the creation took place. The earth was created. How is possible to get things created by destruction? तो मम्मी पापा मिले और डिस्ट्रक्शन हो गया, बच्चा पैदा हो गया. ऐसा होता है क्या? No, everything exists. There is nothing created by destruction. There is a process for it. But they can't accept that. And they create so many new theories. And the conclusion is, there is no God. And the God smashes them in the end. In the form of death. And tell them, see, here I am. What the science did for you. Were you able to get rid from death? No. Who is controlling that death? I am controlling. Who is controlling our old age? Kṛṣṇa is controlling. So if we are not controlling, someone else is controlling actually. Nobody wants to get old. But we are all getting old. Every day we are getting old. So who is making us old? Kṛṣṇa is making us old. So it's not difficult to see there is a controller. It's not difficult to see. There is someone who controls everything. We don't want to see. The atheists, the impulse, they don't want to see. That's why they are not able to see Kṛṣṇa. And this is what Prabhupada is saying here. We want to understand the wonderful nature of Kṛṣṇa consciousness, of Kṛṣṇa. You have to become his devotee. Otherwise it's very difficult. It will be like so difficult. But still, for a devotee, Kṛṣṇa comes at the time of death, and which is like not so much troublesome. It's soothing, just like a mouse in the mouth of a cat, and the kitten, her baby, in her mouth. Same mouth, death, the experience is different. For a kitten, it's very comfortable, no pain. But for a mouse, same mouth is like the bite is so strong. Same experience is not for everyone, it's different. Similarly, Kṛṣṇa comes in the devotee's life in so many ways. And in the end, he will deliver his devotees. This is what he is promising here, right? Like I was reading from the start. So we'll try to analyze one verse by verse. So in second verse, Kṛṣṇa is saying, so how this chapter is starting? We are starting this chapter after the conclusion of the universal form. The awe and reverence. The, what do you say? the huge form of the Lord. How Kṛṣṇa is everywhere. And after that, Arjuna is asking, oh, hey Kṛṣṇa, who is more perfect? The one who is engaged in your devotional service, or the one who worships the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested? Okay, so wonderful Kṛṣṇa, so many clouds, oh, rain is coming, sun is coming, who is controlling? Like, we are bewildered by that. And this creates fear also. By fear, by reverence, oh, it's difficult to do bhakti. One disciple of Srila Prabhupada was saying in his comment, his explanation, it's difficult to do bhakti. Just like there is a nice pastime by a sage in the Islam tradition. The lady, she came out of her house with 2 buckets. One bucket was of fire, and the other bucket was having cold water, good water. So the people asked, okay, you are having 2 buckets, what are you going to do? So she said, with this cold water, I'm going to destroy the fire in the hell. I'm going to remove the fire in the hell. So much suffering is there. People said, wow, very nice. Thank you very much. But what are you going to do with the fire? With the fire, I'm going to burn heaven. Because what's the issue? What people are doing nowadays, they go to God, or they believe in God only out of 2 reasons. First, out of greed, they will enjoy in heaven. For this reason they do go. Another reason, out of fear, oh, they will rot in hell. Only for greed and fear, they are going to God. But this is not a reason. The reason should be love. There is no love there. So the absence of love will be difficult to realize or make us realize what is Kṛṣṇa. Only by love only you can know him. If you love me, then I will tell you my secrets, right? If you are greedy, I won't tell you my secrets. If you are fearful, हमसे भाई भाई इसका कुछ भरोसा नहीं, कभी भी जा सकता है. Only by loving reciprocation, Kṛṣṇa will be revealed. This is only possible by love. So Kṛṣṇa says in the second verse, those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith are considered by me to be most perfect. In this chapter, Kṛṣṇa is using this word me many times. So it's difficult to, like, when people say, when Kṛṣṇa says me, he's saying for someone else. This is not a real meaning. Me means me. I am saying this is what I want. So Kṛṣṇa says, as per me, if you want to believe my understanding, the one who worships me, my personal form, is the best. Is the best. Then Kṛṣṇa goes further in 5th verse, he says, for those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. So we are embodied now. We are embodied in this material body, right? For us to realize Kṛṣṇa, the absolute truth, through this impersonal method is very difficult. It's not meant for us. Even if you accept it, even if you follow it, you won't be able to realize Kṛṣṇa. Only by personal form, by doing his bhakti, you can realize that. This is the conclusion. Kṛṣṇa himself is saying that. Then in next verse, beautiful, he says, but those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me, all their activities, and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service, and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O son of Pritha, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. So, I don't know how many of you have gone to the ocean on a big, huge boat. It's sometimes scary also. to be in the middle of the ocean. And you get, for example, your boat is sinking, middle of the ocean, there is huge waves, and there are big sharks in the ocean. It's a scary situation, right? But Kṛṣṇa can deliver you in such a scary situation immediately. Similarly, this cycle of birth and death is scary. Like, those who are not devotees, they are living their life. How? They are working hard like anything. Hard like anything. And in the end, it's of no use. No value of that. And they're doing that each and every lifetime. Animal body, human body, same thing. For us also, like, you don't think that we have not enjoyed in the heaven. We all have enjoyed in the heaven. Okay? And compared to that enjoyment, this material, this earthly planet enjoyment is nothing. You can't compare also. But still we have not given up the enjoying tendency. Still we want to enjoy in so-called situation. That is our reality. And this we are doing since so many lifetimes. It's scary. You can be Nitya Baddha also. Like there is Nitya Siddha. Madhvacharya says there is Nitya Baddha also, who never goes back to the spiritual world. Never. And it's possible. People are entangled like anything. You can see like outside. Oh, just like you go to a young boy. Okay, Baba chalo, chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. Do some mala. Oh Babaji, I'm young. Let me play with my friends. Let me enjoy. I will do later. Okay. Then when he gets, or what we say, in a teenage, he say, Baba, chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, read Bhagavad-gītā. Oh Baba, where? I want to prepare for my entrance exam. I want to go to college. I want to meet my girlfriend. So much busy. ठीक है, नौकरी लग गया, शादी भी हो गया. Then now chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. Please chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. Oh, where I can chant Hare Kṛṣṇa? I have to pay loans. I have to go for shopping. I have to do this. I have to do that. No, I don't have time. Later. And in the old age we ask, chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. Huh? What you said? Say it again. क्या बोले? सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. Read Bhagavad-gītā. क्या लिखा है? दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. Too old. And then in the end we ask the photo, please chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. Too late. This is reality in the world. Too young to practice, too much in love to practice, too busy to practice, too old to practice, and then too late to practice. When will we wake up? When will we wake up? We will never wake up if we don't have mercy of the devotees. And even though we are having all the mercy, we are having all the facility, how much are we awake? We have to ask ourselves, are we really at that level? Like this 6th and 7th verse. Worship me, okay, I will worship you, Kṛṣṇa, you are everything. Give up all your activities to me. Sorry, that's difficult. Something for me and little bit for you, Kṛṣṇa. Always stay devoted to me without deviation. We are devoted, Kṛṣṇa, but we do our own thing. We always deviate because we don't follow authority. We don't want to stay under someone's authority because we want to control everything. We want to be our own authority. Then it's very difficult. Always meditate upon me. Right now we have to meditate upon Kṛṣṇa. But what are we thinking now? We are doing so much planning. Is it related to Kṛṣṇa? We have to ask ourselves. So this is a reality and we have to accept that. We should not be in a dream world. Oh, I am a devotee. Teen round hai. You see, there is Janev also. You want to see? I have Janev. Brahman initiated. But are we really a devotee? Or we are just a reflection of a devotee? Because if you say we are a devotee, then we have to come in this category. The 9th one. My dear Arjuna, just fix your mind upon me. Nothing else, only Kṛṣṇa. Engage your intelligence in me. And then you will live in me always without doubt. Okay. Then Kṛṣṇa says further, next. But if you cannot fix your mind, it's possible. We are not able to fix our mind on Kṛṣṇa. It's possible. Right? Without deviation. We deviate. Our mind deviates. Then what you do? You follow regulative principles. And in this way you will develop a desire for me. Right now we are not fixing our mind because we are not desiring for Kṛṣṇa. This is the reality and we have to accept that reality. And what we have to do, we have to follow the regulations. We have to be fixed in our sadhana, we have to be fixed in the program, what Srila Prabhupada has given and what our acharyas has given. We have to accept that. We should not say, Radhe Radhe, ab to Vrindavan Dham mein ab to badhiya hai. No. Radha Radha bhav should be visible in your services. Who is Srimati Radharani? People say Radha Radha. She is the topmost devotee. Why she is topmost devotee? Because she does everything for Krishna's pleasure. People can't leave their tea and they say Radha 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 Radha. Chai to chhod do bhai sahab. Krishna doesn't like chai. No, Radha Radha Radha. Swarupa Lakshana. Your bhav will be visible in your activities. Is nothing to hide there. But no. Only in the mind. Oh, Radha Radha or whatever it is. Similarly, it's still learning for us because we say we are a devotee. But are we a devotee? We have to accept the reality. Whatever situation is. We are not at that stage to, we have to accept, okay, we have to follow regulations. Strictly. Then only then we can desire for Kṛṣṇa. Then second stage comes, okay, if you can't do this, you do this, you do this. So Kṛṣṇa is giving scope for everyone to practice the path of bhakti. Lower or higher. He is giving everyone an opportunity because he is father of everyone. So people are in different state of consciousness, different levels. To Kṛṣṇa giving facility to everyone. Okay, you do this, you will come to this stage. What's the ultimate stage? Fix your mind upon me. And then here is Kṛṣṇa is saying, then you will live in me. What does that mean? You live in Kṛṣṇa? You don't exist? So, there is sun, okay, there. And due to sun, there is light in the room. Is the sun himself coming inside your room? How is sun coming in the room? Through the form of sun rays. Through his energy is coming inside your room. Just like I was just taking bath before coming here. And it was hot like anything. So I was taking bath in the sun? No, I was taking bath in my bathroom. But it was hot because sun was present. His energy was present, the form of heat. So similarly, when we say we are in Kṛṣṇa, it doesn't mean the same thing, that we lose our existence. We are connected to Kṛṣṇa in a relationship. That means staying with Kṛṣṇa. And how we can connect with him? Only through bhakti. That's the only thing. How can you be a citizen? By following the rules and regulations of a citizen. Don't break the rules and regulations. You are a citizen. To stay in Kṛṣṇa means you devote yourself for Kṛṣṇa's benefit. That means staying in Kṛṣṇa. You don't leave your existence. This is not the meaning of this. If you read some other translation, you say, yes, aap Kṛṣṇa mein mil gaye aur aap bhi Kṛṣṇa ho gaye. It doesn't happen like that. So it's interesting, like it's better if you don't read any translation from outside, but if you read, you get bewildered how people are misinterpreting. Why? Because they don't want to have God a form. Why? Because when there is a form, there is a personality. There's a personality, there is a liking and disliking. And we have to accept that. God means powerful, right? So if there is a personality, then we have to accept his liking. He says, offer me sattvic food. No, but हमको तो मसालादार पसंद है. उसका क्या? Okay, no God. Oh, offer anyone everything, no problem. But we can't do that. So when there is a personality, you have to, what we say, understand the superiority. When there is no personality, okay, who cares? You do what you like. Like you do what you think that you are a God. So this impersonalism is dangerous, and Prabhupada went to the Western countries. Why? Niveśaya shunyavadi. Shunyavadi, what is shunyavadi? Everything is zero. Everything comes to a zero. Then what is there to be doing in zero? सब कुछ शून्य है. तो आपका philosophy क्या है? एक है कि शून्य है? शून्य है. तो philosophy कैसे है वो? Like so complicated, and we are like so lucky we got this clear cut. My God, we are very fortunate. We are fortunate like beyond our imagination. Otherwise we can get bewildered by reading other commentaries. Srila Prabhupada again and again his purport is just focusing Kṛṣṇa. Nothing else. Srila Prabhupada is using this word Kṛṣṇa-ized. We all know this word. It doesn't exist in the dictionary. Have you heard this word? Kṛṣṇa-ized? Prabhupada is using this word. He has created His word. You get crystallized or you get Kṛṣṇa-ized. And this is what we have become now. Before coming to bhakti, how were we looking? See your old photos before Krishna consciousness. Aaj jaake dekhna. And see yourself now. Such a big transformation. Forget about the exterior. Interior transformation. How much can you tolerate? People will say, oh, what happened to your language, Baba? It's so nice. Like, when I was in college, before being a devotee, you know what college boys used to do. So after becoming a devotee, I went to my friends. And they was, Bhai, tu hi to hai na? Like, you are there now only. They can't imagine like how a person can change. So we change by staying with Krishna. We get purified. We say Kṛṣṇa-ized. By taking prasadam, by hearing about Him, by speaking about Him. So this is what we have to do. We have to get Kṛṣṇa-ized. And then we are eligible to go back to Godhead. Then we are eligible. And we can't take this cheaply also. Going back to Godhead is not a cheap thing. Oh, Tayin Mala ho gaya, initiation ho gaya, pakka Bhagavad-gītā. Pakka Bhagavad-gītā. Are you ready to go back to Godhead? Are you ready to serve Krishna? Nothing else? Can you tolerate the devotees? What to do? There are so many devotees. It's not like me and my Krishna. We think like that, right? Me and only my Krishna. Neophyte level. It's not there. Devotees are there. Group is there. Fighting is there. We know Srimati Radhanir group. Chandravali, right? Chandravali's group. And they're fighting. For what? To please Krishna. Oh, idhar bhi politics hai bhai, idhar se jao. Aisa to bol nahi sakte. The whole aim is to serve Krishna. So are you ready for that? Ask yourself. Go in front of the mirror and ask, am I ready? If you're ready, then you will be totally engaged in doing devotional service, in doing sadhana bhakti. Getting elevated or getting advancement doesn't mean you lose your basic practice. Srila Prabhupada, while walking in his quarters in Los Angeles, there were many photos of acharyas. And while chanting his japa, he came in front of Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. Prabhupada said, so old, but still chanting. So old, but still chanting. So it doesn't mean when you're old you leave chanting. You have to chant your minimum rounds. You have to follow regulations. And this life of following regulations, it's so nice. First, you don't have to hide anything. छुपाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. जो पूछना है पूछो, जो देखना है देखो. खुला बुक किताब. Nothing to hide. कितना relief है ना? Nothing to hide. There are so many things that we hide. Nowadays in Kali Yuga, it's so easy to lie. But if you're a man of like truthfulness, I'm not lying. I don't have to cover up. To cover up one lie, you lie twice and thrice and so many times. So living a life with regulations, with principles, it's so relieving. Right now also, and after that, you won't be bound with the reactions of sinful activities. We all are suffering right now due to our sinful activities in the past. Every one of us are suffering. So if we live life with regulations for pleasing Krishna, it's so nice. Nothing to hide. Badhiya, jo puchna hai pucho, jo dekhna hai dekho, ye lo. Khula kitab. Like, imagine yourself now. There's nothing to hide. Everything is open. And this is what the sadhu is. What means sadhu? He is with saintly qualities. And saintly people don't hide. They are what they are. They don't pretend to be. They don't have a covering. Oh, Hare Kṛṣṇa. And then in the room, Hare Kṛṣṇa. They are not devotees. They are what they are. They don't pretend to be something, somewhere. And they are something else when they go in a situation. So this is what we have to understand. So Krishna is giving us an opportunity. Please come to me and I will deliver you. Have faith in me. Krishna says, you might have done the most sinful thing. Here Krishna is saying, like sinful activities. I don't know. Okay. So Krishna says something like, there is no need for one to consider the sinful actions of his past, because the Supreme Lord fully takes charge of him. So Kṛṣṇa on his lotus feet has a symbol, has various symbols. One symbol is of thunderbolt. So we might have mountain-like accumulation of sinful activities. It's possible, right? We have so many anarthas, so we have accumulation of mountain-like sinful activities. Kṛṣṇa breaks them with the thunderbolt. He breaks those mountains. It's difficult, but Kṛṣṇa breaks them. Why? To deliver us. Ajamil was sinful like anything, right? Are we doing like Ajamil? So we are not so bad. So Ajamil was also delivered. Why? When he chanted Kṛṣṇa. When he chanted Narayana. And his intention was not for calling Kṛṣṇa. He was chanting just to call his son due to out of attachment. But still he got delivered. Kṛṣṇa wants to deliver us. We are not allowing him to deliver. Kṛṣṇa is finding an opportunity to deliver us, but we are not giving him an opportunity also. That's the issue. So we don't have to say, oh, I am so sinful, I can't do bhakti, I can't be so pure. Sorry. Kṛṣṇa says, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharam vaja. Just take shelter of me. Aham tvam sarva. Oh, I can't do this, I can't. No. Sarva pape bhyo. Mukshashami ma sucha. Do not fear. Do not fear, I will deliver you. And Kṛṣṇa is doing that same thing again and again and again for everyone. So why won't he do for us? He's delivering Putna, who came to poison him. So we don't want to poison Kṛṣṇa. So at least Kṛṣṇa will deliver us. We need to be sincere and serious. We need to be sincere and serious. We have to be serious about serious things. Okay. Morning get up is serious thing. We have to get up. Okay. Chanting rounds as soon as possible. We have to do that. Following regulations, we can't play. We have to protect the regulations. We have to protect the regulative principles. What means protection? Okay, I know by getting used to do this, like I'm exposing myself in a crowd where there is no regulations, there is no principle. So what I'm doing, I'm playing with my spiritual life. So we have to protect that spiritual life. Why? By staying away from these people. So this is what we have to do. You have to protect your regulative principles. You have to protect your rounds also. Just like you chant Hare Kṛṣṇa and you meet a devotee, and the devotee, he met you after so many times, and you want to, एक साल की कथा एक घंटे में बोलना है उनको. You say, Prabhuji, we will meet after prasadam, do not now. You have to protect your rounds. Why? Then only then you can be serious. You can be focused. And as per your rounds, how you chant, it will be reflected in your services also. You do sadhana, then you do seva. Then you will get strength to tolerate, you get strength to cooperate, you get strength for everything. It's not easy to do services. It's difficult like anything. Services means so many people are involved. And we have to adjust, we have to mold, we have to bend down, we have to be heavy also. So many things are there. How will you be able to do that? By what strength? By your sadhana. This is what our life is all about. Sadhana and seva, sadhana and seva, and that's it. Or you say retirement baad mein. Retirement baad mein. Retirement plan, dekhenge kya hoga. But this should be our focus, and then only then we can go back to Godhead. This is the only way, otherwise it's difficult. Going back to Godhead means we should be ready for that. We should be absorbed in that. And this is what Kṛṣṇa wants, us to be absorbed in Him, focused on Him, from start of your day till the end of your day. And we have to analyze in the end how much focus I was today on Kṛṣṇa. What I did for Kṛṣṇa today. What services I did. What's my plan to increase my devotional service? Do we sit down in the day? We become thoughtful when we are in trouble, when something bad is happening. Otherwise we never think, we just go with the flow. So Maya does a very nice job by giving us troubles in our life. Kuch to galat kar raha hu yaar, kuch to sahi karna padega. Then you become very serious. Then everything gets normal. Oh, then you get dhila. You get in enjoying mode. Then again Maya troubles. This should not be our life. Our focus should be like, we should be thoughtful. Independently thoughtful. Okay, where am I going? Am I going towards Kṛṣṇa? What mistakes did I committed today? Did I did any Vaishnava aparadh? Knowingly, unknowingly? You have to be thoughtful on that. And next day, again you come and you correct them. So we have to sleep thoughtfully. What am I doing with my life? Otherwise, you can do many things mechanically, but later on, all these artificial coverings that we have, oh, Shuddha Bhakta, Shuddha Manager, so many coverings that we have, ये सब गिर जाएगा. Everything will fall off. In the face of reality, which is death, we won't be able to cover up. It will all fall off. And the reality will come, the lack of faith that we have, the insincerity that we have, everything will come up. So it's scary, but what we have to do? We have to work on that. This is what sadhana is. We have to work on our deficiencies, and Kṛṣṇa will protect us. Kṛṣṇa says, I protect what you have, which is good. I provide what you lack. Vaham aham. I personally provide you what you need. So Kṛṣṇa will protect us. Kṛṣṇa will deliver us. He says, he promises here. Believe in this. And try to work on your deficiencies every day. And we are doing so many things which is wrong. So next day we correct it. Only then this spiritual life will be wonderful. Uthe, brush kiya, aaye, aarti, darshan kiya, gaye. That's it. What is there to be improving? If there is no improvement, there is no fun also. So we should never think that I am okay now. We are not okay. Okay means you are falling down. That's the issue. So you have to always try to focus. Where am I incomplete? Where I am imperfect? And then we have to improve that. We have to refine that. Because we are conditioned souls. We are not perfect souls. And a conditioned soul are meant to commit mistakes. Unknowingly or knowingly also. So we have to accept that and we have to improve ourselves. We have to improve this attitude of being a servant. Servant means he corrects himself always. Doesn't want others to come, oh, kya galti kar raha hai? No, he corrects himself only. This is what we have to do. And only then we can fix our mind on Kṛṣṇa. Because correction, like, if I am thoughtful, okay, where I was wrong, what is favorable for my bhakti, okay, how can I develop taste for bhakti? Because this mind is very, what do we say, nasty. We are having every day such a beautiful darshan of the Lord. Every day. Every day. The mind says, ho gaya, chalo, niklo yahan se. The Lord is there, beautiful darshan, but the mind is not able to relish that transcendental experience. It's making, okay, normal hai, chalo, ho gaya, niklo yahan se. Chanting, ho gaya, chalo, khatam karo. It's making it very dry. You don't have to listen to your mind. You have to listen, you have to absorb. Okay. Imagine if I can't walk tomorrow, if my legs gets paralyzed, I won't be able to take darshan of the Lord. Then see how sincerely you will see the Lord. How lovingly you will see the Lord. You are able to do that because Kṛṣṇa is giving you every facility to do darshan. Imagine from tomorrow you won't be able to walk. No darshan? My God. Dar lagna chalu ho jayega. You will be scared like anything. So don't take things for granted. Appreciate that and be grateful, and that's it. Be sincere. So every day we have to do that. Nothing for granted. This opportunity, this life that we have, not for granted. And this is only how we will develop this attitude of being a servant. Otherwise, it's natural to be a controller. Controller means we want to be God. It's natural for us because we are habitual since many lifetimes. It's not so easy to give up. Even after being a devotee also, it's not so easy to give this attitude of being a controller. It's so difficult. It's so deep-rooted. Only by this practice, by these services, by try to please Kṛṣṇa, we can improve. Otherwise, very difficult. Thank you. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Are there any questions or comments? Okay, so Gaurarti. Srila Prabhupada ki, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Kṛṣṇa.